Hello and welcome back to Tyranny. And we're just about to tell the Beastmen how cool we are. That's it. Cross your fingers, maybe it'll work out. Have you heard? Again now, human approaches Rat Fang. Human must be braver or dumber than most, yes? Drive Spire's shrine is sacred place, not meant for filthy human feet. Speak, human, quick, explain. Yeah, I already read that, but come on, I just activated this whole shrine. Aren't you impressed? The dispute you're having with the Earthshakers, we can resolve this peacefully or we can resolve it through bloodshed. Ironclad, reeking of death and lies, comes to slinking to Beastwoman, wants to cry for peace. She yips and growls, hackles, rising as she lumbers towards you. No, human, this favor will not have peace with Beastwoman. She howls in rage, lunging for your throat. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Let's do some AoE. Oh. That's what they are doing. Beasts are weak. What are you doing, Solon? Oh, come on, moving in. Just ignore it. No! Let's use some skills.
Too easy. Hurts bad.
Alright, let's rest. What? What a piece of garbage.
Right.
Azure shield. Well, it's done and done, mates. Just as I said, kills in shadow, you don't need to worry about anything. Not like we're killing every single beastman out there. Only the ones I meet.
Sorry, I can't. Right. Right.
Too easy.
Come on, give him the punch. Oh yeah.
On it. Can't do that. I got it.
Nope.
Sorry, I can't.
Okay, one more.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that.
You can. Let me climb mid fight. Seems like we can... Oh. Not available during combat. Can we go up there? Fast mode.
Sorry to my guild.
I've had far worse.
Just go and attack it. Why do you want to use that right up to bat?
Beast woman cannot do as Alpha wants.
You got it.
Well, they're dead. I'll just climb down, loot it, and come back. So, do you have to talk with you? Hey Basilon, what's the deal? Well, Fatebinder, you certainly made it easier for us to code the crystals we need. You've done the guild a great service. Oh, and if you're heading back to Howling Rock, could you take this crate of pure azolite specimens with you? I just glare silently. Well, he still expects me to deliver them back to Radix. My hope for a peaceful solution is basically long forgotten by now. Looks like we are going with disfavored all the way. Everyone else can go kill themselves. Or I'll do the favor for them. Maybe we should level up a little bit. Get the time. Well, let's just have a little more health. That is okay. We should, of course, choose talents as well. Not really sure what. Maybe the rampage one. Accuracy per kill, not bad. Or the unarmed mastery free. Let's just go with that. That's more solid. Yep, what you have. Oh, we want the clear mind. And finesse. I don't really care. Maybe a little more health. That's okay. What you have? Maybe a little might would help. Yeah, I'll just go with that. And your choice will be, I have no idea. That's a pretty good one. But yeah, let's just go with that. Anything good here? Is Dodge instead of parry for melee attacks. Well, that wouldn't work. Well, let's just go with the Scarlet Vengeance. And you get maybe 1 damage. Oh, that doesn't seem to increase your damage at all. I just go with more health. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Oh, she needs to distribute some points as well. Stealth attacks, not a huge fan of that. That's no good either. That's really not good at all. Okay. Leaping Death. Let's just not spend it and see if we can sneak around in combat. Hey Radix! The required preparation have been set. Are you ready to perform the ritual that will extract Cairn's energy? Joining us is not a critical component, but I believe you would facilitate our focus. I would also like you to do us the honor of executing the final rite. After extracting his energy, we will have only a short time in which to use it to permanently destroy the land. Are we seriously going through with this? You heard the permanently part of the destroy the land clause, didn't you? She inhales deeply before exhaling with a rigid smile. But you are in charge. I'm just certain you'll do the right thing. I would just like to reiterate that you are doing a terrible thing, that I think less of you for it. That's all. And that I think less of you for it. Bears crosses her arms and looks at you with a pointed distaste. I need a sec. Okay, I'm back, and okay, I get it. Destroying the land permanently, I'm totally with you guys, but I just don't feel I have other options open. I can't even talk to the Scarlet Chorus, yet alone the rebels. I just don't feel, just feel like I'm on this route. I just choose this path and I have no other path to go down on. Not like I can just bring up the voices of Nerat and say, hey, I don't like this, how about just save the land? Says like, yeah. No, I don't know. No, not yet, I have matters to take care of first. As you will then, he waves to dismiss you. But hurry, lest we commence without you to meet the optimal calibration of the terrestrial poles. What the commander means is, don't dwindle, sir, please. Let me check the map. Where else could I go? What else could I do? Maybe, just maybe, avoid this outcome. Because I did say to Graven Ash that I don't wanna destroy the land, and he said he very well respects my opinion. And I'm glad that I said it, but shut the fuck up and do as he says. Maybe I can tell Tunon about it? I seriously doubt that it would matter. I guess we could give it a shot. Should I give it a shot? Maybe we should give it a good shot out of good conscience. Because our job was to gather evidence about the Archons, and we got a shit ton of them. Also, our other job was to get spires. And I kinda sucked at it, but I got most of them, so that's a win.
Sorry, I can't.
Not sure how to get the other spires. Maybe I have to buy charcoal rubbings from merchants I don't know about, or talk to certain people I missed, or maybe just trial and error. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out, but anyhow, I want to go to Tunon, and if there is a time to talk about the Archons, it is now. And if there's any other way to solve this thing, I want to know about it. Coming here in the past wasn't a complete waste of time in the past. Wasn't a complete waste of time. Hey, Blood and Mark. So you found the Azure Shield. Now you are now the inheritor of one of the tier's most prized relics. Assuming you remember half of what I've taught you, there should be few left in the tiers that could best you in duel. Way to go, kid. Who is this Blood and Mark? Sometimes I gain favor with him, sometimes I lose favor. He's portrayed as some kind of spy master. But there's definitely more to him than that. So I don't want to talk to you guys, I want to talk to Tunon. You return as summoned. Despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders, the court appreciates your devotion to our good work. It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kyros's law in the frontier, your progress is as a topic of some interest. Tunon pauses to regard you with an intense stare. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I'm curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively. I understand that you made a name for yourself in the ranks of the disfavored. Good. With the confidence of his soldier, you should have no trouble rooting out corruption or chaos in General Ash's elite legion. I'm happy to be an asset to Kyros's forces and pull chaos out by the root. It's quite a mouthful. Okay. That is all the court has ever demanded of you. You do well to recall your duties with such exacting precision. You have spent some time on your own recognizance, the effort of our military, and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for troubles of this campaign? Well, the last campaign, the Vendrian campaign, that seems like it was thousands of years ago. Should we just... Really? I do not have sufficient information to make... I do not have sufficient information to make an informed accusation. Come now, your decision does not bind you to your accusation. At this time, I only wish to know if you had success uncovering any evidence of misdeed or malfeasance. If you believe either of the archons selected in a manner not befitting their station, give voice to it. Well, I would probably pin it on Voice of the Rat. There's no question. But the answer is just crazy. I'm like, are you unsure about your answer? That's okay. You don't have to answer like, hey, that guy did it for sure. Just give me some evidence like that. Okay, yeah, okay. There's no question. Voice of the Rat did it. Oh my god, it just doesn't feel right. Well, he did it. Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim? The Voice of the Rat gave disfavored battle plans to stalwart defenders. The adjudicator weighs your statement with interest. The space between the eyes of his mask narrows, though the change is too gradual for you to follow. Material evidence is hollow to the court. I respect your diligence in collecting it, Fatebinder. You bring hope to my ambitions of bringing order to this divisive campaign. Be sure that you remember this, and any other evidence you identify, when you are called upon to present your findings in a more formal manner. I'll look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at an appropriate time. If nothing further, you're dismissed. Really? I'm dismissed? That was just one evidence. I got a truckload more of those. I have some questions first. What? Was I supposed to come here like all the time in the game? Just bring in like pieces of evidence one by one? I want to make a thorough investigation first. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing now. Should I just travel away and come back? I don't know. Maybe go to the Mount Inspire, check out if I can, I don't know, craft some stuff. Probably not, but worth checking anyway. Oh, this is the wrong place. Anyhow, just go back to Kiros, well, I mean Tunon, and see what's what. So, you want more evidence right now? Also, the disfavored expect me to start the I don't know, the death ritual of the Stone Archon and pretty soon, so I don't really have much time. Of course, I kind of expect them to, I don't know, I expect to have a lot of time, but if you really consider their words, then no, we don't have a lot of time. What? Okay, so we can't talk to him again about who is responsible. I guess we found plenty of evidence of to blame it on any one person. Well, I think it's time to go back and continue our plan. Well, not really our plan, but... let's just go. Well, I guess I had some opportunities to go another route, try to go for another solution, but looks like my options run out and I have to go with this. And this is it. We are destroying the land. Yes. I am ready. After extracting his energy, we will have only a short time in which to use it to permanently destroy the land. Yeah, I already heard that. Let us begin. Excellent. In that case, I will signal for the ritual of following to commence. The disfavored lieutenant clears his throat and edges away from the cliff. I will just take a step back for a while. I'll just take a step back for a while. For one. Wow. He taps his staff once, twice, thrice on the ground. Let the land hear our cries. He continues as earthshakers gather, slowly chanting around him. Let the land shudder and tremble. Let the land swallow Cairn's legacy and choke on the power forevermore. Archon of Stone, we gathered, beseech you, we who believe. Let us now follow this land, as it is fitting for your grave dirt. Sir, the Scarlet Chorus are upon us. They have breached the perimeter. Oh, for Graven's glory. Reddick scrubs a hand down his visor. Sweat beads in the gaps of his armor. Rouse the guild and defend the compound. Do not allow the Scarlet Chorus to interrupt the ritual, no matter the cost. Understood? He glances quickly to his brother, Cadus. The disfavored officer unsheathes his sword with gusto. He clanks heavily as he stumbles forward. Me and my shields are on it. With a respectful nod, he rushes past you, eager for battle and already shouting for his soldiers. Radix affixes you with a stony, set expression. Fatebinder, we need you as well. If the chorus defeats us here, the disfavored odds in this war are all but doomed. Do not let them halt the ritual. What should I do? Well, just kill as many as I can. Do not let them shatter azurite nodes. If they dislodge one of the focal staves, it's imperative that you re-embed it into the load immediately, else the charge and thus the entire ritual could become unstable.
I got it.
Alright.
Sorry, I can't.
I'll be your shadow.
Oh, they run fast.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Wow. Fatebinder, you cannot let the chorus halt the ritual. We've already siphoned too much telluric energy from Cairn. If the geo-triadic resonance of the azurite loads becomes disarrayed, the resulting backlash could kill Cairn and, with him, our ability to ever blight this realm. Quickly, you must re-embed the focal staff into its azurite load to align the spectral grid. Is that it? Realign. And I guess we have to kill another one, another group.
Sorry, I can't.
How do we get there? Oh. They only brought 2 squads. I would have brought more. Well, let's put back the staff. Is that it? Oh, another group emerged. They're there, making a run for it to kill the Shakers. That's actually a good idea. We can always put back a staff. However, in your case, I would have just thrown the staff off the cliff. And good freaking luck for us to ever replace it.
It's a battle.
Why this crap again?
Too easy.
Strike was weak.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Ooh, some fancy boots. Got something like that? Oh, that's an upgrade for her. Oh boy. Messed up. I'm just gonna fix it real fast. Okay, they didn't touch the staff.
Right.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass. Anyone else want some of this? This weapon is like...
I'd expected more from the Scarlet Chorus. Ah, it's okay.
Right.
Not really a place where they can win with sheer numbers.
Right.
Come on. With the Archon of Stone's last shuddering breath, the Earthshakers expelled the whole of this life force mixed with his arcane energy, now warped and twisted, and thrust deep in the heart of the realm, a poisonous strike to forever rend the land. The edict breaks with an audible clap, and your stomach lurches from a sense of sudden weightlessness combined with an acrid tang in the back of your throat, an aftertaste of the rot that now infuses the land. We resolve the edict, but at what cost? The land is blighted, nothing will grow here in our lifetimes, maybe no one else's, for that matter. Canfield stone lands are dying. Kills in Shadow takes a scraping of the earth and rubs it between her dark, gangly fingers. Smells of rot, like old blood. Well, we did it. The Edict of Stone is gone. All it cost was the health and future of an entire realm. Well, who's keeping track, right? The wording of the edict pounds through your skull with the sort of clarity that usually comes from days of practice and repetition. It would seem that the Edict of Stone is now part of you. Maybe if this is all over, we can have some nice edicts too. Like Edict of Regrow. Or Edict of something like that. Some nice edicts would be very welcome. I'd be hoping for a lot. Hey Radix. So what's up? Fatebinder, you couldn't have been more instrumental to our cause. We were able to successfully extract Cairn's energy and blight the land for the next millennia to come. Suffice to say, the General will be pleased. Lovely. Ab rolls her eyes with a long, exaggerated sigh. A millennia? Helped fold the land for thousands of fucking years. She buries her head in her hand. At least we slowed the chorus a little. Oh, fuck it all. Radix Ironcore says, his tone is shrewd and assessing when he next speaks, and it would appear you personally benefited from breaking the Edict of Stone. Though to what end, even I cannot fathom. I dare say our time together has proven somewhat symbiotic, if not wholly beneficial to you, Fatebinder. He taps his heel against the crumbling rock in thought. Cairn is now deceased, though there yet remains a tinge of power within him to be harvested. Should you have a use for it, consider it a sign of my favorable appraisal. Could that be General's gesture from the Ironcore himself? Must have taken some resolve not to drain every last drop, Commander. Yes, and as I'm sure you are aware, resolve is not an area in which I'm lacking. Not your gratitude. I harvest a piece of the Archon and inform Ash that we successfully struck a definitive blow against the chorus.
Sorry.
I'm definitely harvesting that.
Sorry, I can't.
What? I had the choice of collecting different pieces, and I just clicked on the same thing twice. Well, whatever, we took it. We're going. So we have to go back to Graven Ash. On the same fucked up route. Love how the land is so bleak now. So as long as the chorus stays here, they will die. That means the chorus will be on the move, trying to do something, at least. Okay. And we're going to Ironheart. Alright, Graven Ash. What you gonna say right now? Well, that is okay. A little bit above the what
Can't do
the
that.
average soldier does. My party absolutely hated that. And I must say, I don't like that much either. That was a really sad outcome. The only justification I can imagine is that if we manage to avoid a complete war, then it may have worth it. That would have devastated everything. So Graven Ash. Fatebinder, I felt something indescribable passed through me just before your arrival. Emotions of great rage and pain, followed by a moment of lingering sorrow. I suspect that something has been lost, and Teratus herself strains at the absence. Ash winces and rubs his brow. But enough of my misgivings. They say the Spire of Golfclaw is open to you. I hope you can appreciate the tactical advantage of such place. The spires have stood empty for unknown centuries, and we can only begin to imagine what potential they hold. Do not allow yourself to be swept up by the esteem and glory of this achievement. Were you a soldier of mine, I would temper your pride with modesty. Yeah, you definitely do that. Are you seriously talking about the Spire? How about Cairn is dead, Ash? The Archon of Stone fallen. Ash turns his gaze out to Ironheart, settling it on nothing. I thank you, Fatebinder. This was a long time coming. Cairn's betrayal was inexcusable, and a death sentence from a lawful hand is no more or less than he deserved. What's more, you are to be commended for resolving an edict of Kyros and putting down an Archon at once. He pulls on the end of his beard and frowns. You don't sound too pleased about this. I do not always find war pleasing, especially in these dark days. When it is thrust upon me and former lies show their true colors, at times I want nothing more than to see home again, but even home has its memories. I would have never called the Archon of Stone a friend. Cairn was a difficult man to know. Taciturn and removed, keeping to himself as often as not, but we had much in common. When you are an Archon, that is a quality you learn to cherish in others. So no, I'm not pleased. I make no secret of it. I'm sorrowful and cruel. Even though the Archon needed to die, that does not stop me from wishing it were otherwise. I have my doubts about starving the Scarlet Curse this way. Do you think the voice of Nerat concerns himself over the ethics of his atrocities? Do you think that he questions the fairness of it all while he displays the pelts of his victims as works of art? This is war, and I will not allow petty misgivings to stay in my hand. I have no desire to become as twisted and deplorable as the voices. but I will use every weapon at my disposal to rid the world of him. On to the next order of business. What happens to the Scarlet Course from here? The crops grow for our enemies will have withered on the vine. By now the Archon's forces are clutching their stomachs and tightening their belts as we starve them out. Ash stands tall and beams at the thought. A fair reward for more than fair service to the Legion. Ash nods with gratitude and hands you a heavy hammer wrapped in cloth. The Earthshakers and Forgeband conceived of this, and I can think of no wielder more deserving than you, Fatebinder. I'm not really a hammer guy, more like a punch of people, so you messed up. Bad gift. Fatebinder! Breathless, the officer snaps to attention. No time for pleasantries or ceremony. Your spire is under attack. The Scarlet Curse have you ramped up their offensive, and they mean to topple your stronghold with you atop it, if need be. I love how I can ask, which one? I feared something like this might happen, an act of desperation from the voice of Nerat. He's either too much of a coward to attack Ironheart, or his forces are too weak. Either way, you need to answer this threat with blood. Why wouldn't... I'll be off at once. But which spire? Did he say? Does the journal say? The Vendrian Well Spire. Okay. Okay, then that is where we'll go. Hope you had fun, and next time we will defend our spire, find out what Voice of Nerat wants, and that should be it. And have a good one, guys.